Hello, welcome to the channel, welcome to the top of the world. This week's project, what else should I be doing? Loads of stuff, but I'm going to build a structure to house this mess. So every year, whatever wood I have left in the yard, whether it be my cants there or reclaims or, you know, the kitchen awaiting, all of this stuff. Every year I have to put sheets over it, and that means I can't get to it for 7 months, sometimes 8 months, because what happens then is the snow, it forms slushy ice and then refreezes the sheets into the ground. And quite often, in fact there's still a sheet over there from June, quite often then the whole mass just freezes into the ground and I can't get nothing out. So what I want to do is build another structure similar to this one, but in a different way. Now, I did this with a chainsaw in November with just stuff that I had to pick up that was lying around. This was the first winter I was here. Anyway, I got all this reclaimed wood from the railway, and I got a lot of it, and it's just going to be perfect for this project, just because it's what it is. And what am I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, it's going to be perfect. Surprisingly enough, it's been raining on and off for the last few hours. Anyway, what I've decided to do is build a frame on top of the trailer, one that's square and one that's L on it, and then build each frame on top of that. Then I'll pick each frame up with a tractor, because I can slide them about quite easily, and I'll stack them. And I need to make 6 like that, and then 4 in a different way. What am I doing? I'm making a rain shelter for all my wood, my cants and everything else I've got stacked out of reclaimed timber, out of reclaimed nails, quickly, and to withhold a snow load in 2 metres. each one of the frames together like that. I'll do 6 like that. I'll stack them over there ready to go. Day 2, second morning. I've got all 6 square frames done. I'm working on the angle frames now, and I'm kind of in 2 minds. Initially I was going to do 4, which would give me 3 big bays at 3 metres, at 6 metres. I don't know how many feet this is. It gives me about 70 feet of covered storage. I don't think that's enough. And it's cold. It is cold this morning. I told you it was coming, didn't I? Poof. Did it take a long time yesterday? Yeah, because it's always raining. It never stops raining. And in a minute, that rain's going to turn to snow. So before I move any vehicles, I've used my metal detector to find any big rusty nails that I may have missed, and there was a few. Now, my friend AJ, he does a lot of metal detectors, and I've been watching him, and his metal detector, it has a range of numbers. And from those numbers, he can tell the value of the coin in the ground. 1 cent, 5 cents, Irish, 10 cents, 50 cents, €1, €2. I don't understand, you know. And anyway, mine goes bong, and you dig. Well, I don't dig. I kick around, because obviously I don't need to dig because it's under the ground. It's not going to puncture the tyres, is it? So yeah, mine goes bong, and his has numbers, and he can tell what it is. He can tell if it's a bottle top. Anyway, the advantage he's got is he metal detects on the most beautiful southern Irish beaches. Just stunning. What's this? Irish mine detector. Right, there's my 4, not very pretty but very practical sections. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here. I want to move all that out of the way, and then put the framework up, and then put back what I want back in there. And the reason I can do that is because you can use the packs of wood to stand up and put the rafters on. Right, make it a lot easier. So the first thing to do is get all this out of the way, but be thoughtful about how I get it out of the way, so I don't put it in the way or not be able to get to something else, because I don't want to keep moving it about. So we're going to clear some of this area, and then start putting these frames up. These are the side frames, back frames. Right, is it going to look like that? Well, I'm sure I told the story about that. I built that in November with a chainsaw, with snow on the ground, and I had to set a million fires in the ground to thaw the ground to get the posts in. Anyway, we're not doing that. We're just going to put it over there. It'll be fine. Casper's got bored. He's put his bowl under the pallet. What have you done? Where is it? Where is it? Where's the ball? You show me. Where is it? Under there? Is it? Oh, I can see we've been digging. There you go. Ah. So it's, I think, the third most remote place on the planet, and it has 7 to 8 months of winter, one of the longest winters on the planet, one of the coldest places on the planet, and it would appear one of the wettest places on the planet. So, how are we doing? Well, we're not getting wet. Well, quite cold, but we're not getting wet, not yet. It's even too wet for him, look. Oh, there. So, can you see the blue sky and the clouds? Wait for 10 minutes, we'll have a different kind of a weather. Well, that's a nice starting pad. And now we got some nasty wood that's impregnated with all manner of nasty stuff. There you go. That's a start. That'll get us the first 2 bays down there now. What's my yard look like? That's what we need next. Need to nail them bases down and then get the framing on. Right, I think we'll go for coffee now. Not sure how much of that you missed, really. Anyway, battery went flat, so I've had it on charge a bit while I've been marking this out and laying this down. And there you go, there's our bases. So I've strung a string line. I knew those cants were going to be in my way, quite by how much I wasn't sure, but they are in my way. But what I didn't want to do was move them and then put them back. I want to take them from there and put them in this first bay. So we got enough to get up most of the back wall in and 3 of the side walls. Right, so yeah, I've got this wood laid directly on the floor. This is the old railway bearers on the bridge. This is full of the most rot resistant nasty stuff. The bridge couldn't operate without this. This is what the rail sat on. So they should last 20 or 30 years sat on the gravel. That's where I'm going with it, since they've already lasted a long time on the bridge, albeit they're in the air. Anyway, I've laid them on the ground now because that's how it's going to be. So that one there, that's as long as the sidewall. So you can see I can get 2 packs in each bay, and I've got 3 bays, or I will have. So that'll give me 6 packs, and I can reach in there with the forklift, I hope, without hitting the... Yeah, well, I think I can. Anyway, there we go. Right, we'll start chucking some frames up now. I would say, ask me how I just did what I did off camera. I don't know, but I'm glad I did. Well, that's 3/4 of the basic framing up. Now what I'm going to do is straighten them all up, square them all off, fix them all off, and then I've got to move this lot. And move those 3 bags of plastic, move the crate behind it, get these cants out, because I've got another one to go in there. These cants, some of these cants are going to make the uprights. What have I got by the way? 10. Well, yeah. None of it matches. And I'd say probably none of it's long enough. But anyway, that's what we're going to use. And then we've got all this wonderful plastic, of course. Right. So this lot over here, I don't want to use any of that. Some of this would have been ideal. But that lot there is all for that building over in the corner, which I haven't done. Are we doing that this year? No. Look what I'm fighting against that. Are we doing that this year? No, we're not. We need to get this done. We need to get all the wood under cover, get the yard winterised, and then we need to get back inside on the plumbing. Else I'm going to be in trouble. I've still got a chimney line put in yet. Anyway, there we go. Something I want to show you all here. How relevant it is, I don't know. Right, cleaning your cants. Do you know that the bit of bark that's on here, it has a name? I don't know what it is. Anyway, I'm usually quite good at cleaning up my cants. And it stops the bugs. That's what it does. I'll show you what happens if you don't clean it up. Look at that. Them worms, they're in there. Right, wormholes. See that? Because I didn't clean it up properly. Look at that. Right, what this does, introduce rot, bluing, and makes a mark in the timber. Not good. I didn't clean that cant up. I cleaned the ones up below it. I don't know why I missed that one. Look how clean they are. Lovely. Didn't clean that one. Right. I wrapped this up end of last year, and I haven't uncovered it this year, which is really bad. So as I'm taking the sheet off, right, I can show you the importance of this building I'm building. See all the mould on that? Because it ain't got airflow, and that's why putting sheets over your wood is a really bad idea. On the outside is the exposed bit where water's been running down. You get really bad bluing in this. Right, you can see it, really bad bluing. There'll be no bluing in the rest of it. It'll be really bad bluing in the end. I'll cut that off. But as we unpeel this, I can see the mould in there where the air's not been running. Let me pull this sheet off and we'll see how bad it is. Tell you what, that's not as bad as I thought. I put some tin under that sheet as well. Let's have a little look up here. No, that's all right. Could have been a lot worse. Nasty splitting that one. Anywho, it's not so bad. Not at all. I don't know what was going on with the old sawmill then. That's bad, isn't it? We must have hit something just before we cut that. Anyway. Yeah, no, that looks all right. Right, we de-stack that now. We put the other stack over there. And we'll see which cants we need for this. And then the rest can be stacked in that first bay. I've got to get them out of the way so I can finish this last bay. I don't actually know if I'm going to be able to finish this last bay. For the last few years, after about, I don't know, 10, 12 hours on my feet, they hurt. I have to put them up. I don't know why they hurt, but they just do. Anyway, yeah, so whether I'm actually going to get this finished before I have to go and put my feet up for a bit, I don't know. And I really need to go out fishing this evening as well, in between the rain showers. That looks beautiful, doesn't it? Yeah, it's stunning. All right, now look. That's what keeps happening. Anyway, I think it's the 1st of September or 31st of August. That's what it is. It's cold. It's definitely cold. It's definitely in single digits. It ain't double digits anymore. That's gone. Thing of the past. All right. Let's get these cants down.